Here's a dashboard at Nevada State College. We are looking at enrollment for past 7 fall semesters. This enrollment can be broken down by schools, colleges, ethnicity, gender, or whichever dimension we are interested in. Currently, we are looking at School of Nursing, pre-nursing, first-time, full-time students and their enrollment. We could change this to a view that shows 1-year retention, 2-year retention, or whatever measure we are interested in. We can also look at retention for first-time, full-time students from one major to another major. For example, we can look at students who start with us in, let's say, psychology, and see how many of those students are continuing with us in psychology. So now the numbers show the students who remain in psychology. This will show us 1-year retention of students who start in psychology and continue at Nevada State College in psychology. We can also use the dashboard for analysis. In recent years, Nevada State College restructured its advising and improved student outreach. We can see if the outreach has had positive impact on student retention and or performance. We can look at the first-time, full-time enrollment and split it into 2 groups: students who have used advising and students who have not. When we do that, we see that more students have been reached through advising and their 1-year retention has also increased with advising. Is this increase significant? When we look at semester GPA and 1-year retention, we see stars next to them indicating that change or increase is statistically significant. In addition to the dimensions we looked at, there are many more. We can look at students by their zip codes, by their majors, the instructors, part-time or full-time, if they've used tutoring, if they are part of any particular group. We can look at various measures such as FTE, semester GPA, cumulative GPA, if they are retained and or graduated, or the time it takes them to graduate. We can also look at the students in a different view by the location from their home address. These pies can be split into any dimension we want. We can also look at one measure versus another. Here we are looking at enrollment versus high school GPA. We could split this data by class sections, and in that way we get a lot more data points. Now we can look at something like average credits completed in 1 year and their cumulative GPA. We see that there seems to be some relation. If we particularly look at first-time, full-time students, we see that there is a strong correlation with a p-value of under 0.0001. These are some of the examples of what we can look at, and the next part of the presentation you will see the data structure that this connects to.